Good evening, everyone. You're listening to Red Pill 78. I am the Corruption Detector, and this is your Red Pill News. First of all, I just want to give a big thank you to, quite frankly, of YouTube fame. He had me on a show tonight. If you guys want to check that out after the broadcast, you can go check out One Shill, Two Shill, Red Pill Blue, of course, for February 20th of 2019. We've got some excellent news to go over tonight, as well as some maybe disturbing news. But first, a word from our sponsor. I trust and use My Patriot Supply for my own food storage, and you can too. They make it easy for you to do. Now, this is the final week for a limited time, low price, exclusively for my listeners on two popular emergency food kits. Go to my special webpage, preparewithredpill78.com, to see them both and order. These food kits include breakfasts, lunches, and dinners that last up to 25 years in storage. My Patriot Supply will ship these kits discreetly to your door. So do it now at preparewithredpill78.com. preparewithredpill78.com. All right, thank you very much for sticking with us. First of all, here we have a tweet on the board from our favorite Anon. This is highlighting, of course, President Donald Trump. Right here it says, "We have just built the powerful wall in New Mexico, completed on January 30th, 2019, 47 days ahead of schedule. Many miles now under construction. Hashtag finish the wall." Let's go ahead and watch the video itself. What a beautiful sight. Our boys and girls in the Army Corps of Engineers, Red Castle, right there, building the wall. Now, in a follow-up to that, our favorite Anon shows the famous graphic which highlighted the fact that the Army Corps of Engineers with the Red Castle logo is located in Greencastle, Indiana. Red Castle, Greencastle, building the wall strong. And another Anon posts here, beautiful video with a wonderful picture of some of the gentlemen and ladies employed by the Army Corps of Engineers standing in front of what looks to be a facade of a red castle. And it says, "We build stuff for national defense." One of the world's largest public engineering, design, and construction management agencies. Hashtag build the wall. The wall is being built, as I've been saying for months, and as our favorite Anon continues to drive home. What an amazing coincidence. Q. All right, in our first bit of news from the Gateway Pundit, an exclusive, uncovered FBI and DOJ cover-up of Clinton Foundation and Russia-China-related crimes. This is part one. I'm sure parts 2 and 3 will be coming in the next several days, and you better believe we are going to cover them here. A 2016 DOJ criminal investigation was suppressed and buried by the DOJ and FBI that involved a major New York Democratic power broker, Bill and Hillary Clinton, and the Clinton Foundation. The investigation revolved around the illegal sale of controlled U.S. Homeland Security technology to Russia and China in the years before the 2016 election. The DOJ terminated its internal investigation despite clear and irrefutable evidence of criminal activity and hid it from the public. The Gateway Pundit will expose this scandal in a series of posts this week. Today, our initial report on this egregious scandal and cover-up. This story begins with the Clintons and their Clinton Foundation. It includes Russia and China and ends with another FBI DOJ cover-up of Clinton crimes. The FBI did such a good job covering this up that it has not been reported until today. This story started before the 2016 presidential election in and around 2007. Martin L. Edelman, a New York attorney with Paul Hastings, LLP, a Bill and Hillary Clinton close friend, and one of their largest donor bundlers, met Pkwy, who reportedly made his fortune in New York City real estate market. They came up with the idea of forming a group of companies and purchasing other companies that would develop and sell homeland security and intelligence solutions in the U.S. and worldwide. Edelman, below, became the chairman of the board, and Pkwy, the CEO of their company named AGT International. AGT International, the firm that the Clintons helped create, did it all AGT International, the firm that the Clintons helped create, did all it could to generate revenues, even if it meant flagrantly breaking U.S. law. In 2014, AGT described itself on its website as the following: "Today's world has more devices and sources of information than ever before, but are they truly interconnected? AGT International is revolutionizing public safety and security by connecting previously unlinked devices and data, making relevant information accessible and actionable for decision makers and citizens alike. We use our deep domain expertise to collect, analyze, and identify the most relevant data, and our solutions provide enhanced visibility to empower people, governments, and businesses to predict, visualize, and manage cities and other complex environments." Since its launch in 2007, AGT, $1 billion in annual revenues, has been a pioneer, making the world safer by leading the integration of devices and new information sources. In the last 5 years, we have connected a greater variety of sensors than anyone else in our industry, while successfully delivering some of the world's largest and most sophisticated public safety and security projects. AGT International leverages three of the most compelling current technology trends to revolutionize public safety and security: the Internet of Things, big data analytics, and cloud computing. Our advanced proprietary software powers cloud-based knowledge solutions that make connected sensors and data accessible and delivers services that aid complex problem solving. AGT is privately held with headquarters in Switzerland. The company is proud of its diversity. More than 50 nationalities are represented among its 2,400 employees. Now here is AGT International's management team. Very diverse. AGT International incurred massive growth and went from $0 to over $8 billion in contracts and $1 billion in revenues in about 5 years. The Clintons were compensated for their support and endorsement by Pkwy and Edelman through payments to the Clinton Foundation. These payments totaled millions of dollars. AGT statistics from company presentations, right here. So 54 nationalities, $400 million invested in R&D, $8 billion in projects, most advanced safe city programs in the world, 2,000 employees across 5 continents and 10 cities, and headquartered in Switzerland. Now here's a slide detailing the company offering an experience. Looks pretty posh. In 2016, at the time when there was a DOJ investigation into AGT and its illegal actions related to selling its highly sensitive defense and homeland security products to Russia and China, AGT updated its website and purged some references to the sensitive nature of its projects. The company also shut down most of its operations in the U.S. Edelman and Pkwy were both involved in the business. For example, an AGT management meeting that includes executives from all of its business units included Martin Edelman from Paul Hastings at the top of the list. AGT's flagship platform was called Wisdom and Urban Shield. The C4I, Command, Control, Communications, Computers, and Intelligence System, and some of the other derivative technologies were ITAR regulated. Former President Bill Clinton endorsed AGT CEO Pkwy through public appearances and by using himself and Hillary to help the venture with political clout and support in the U.S. For example, in July 2012, President Clinton joined Pkwy and Maria Bartiromo on Wall Street Journal Review, promoting Pkwy's business venture.
We certainly are watching extraordinary events take place, whether it be the capture here, but more importantly, as it relates to technology, what we saw in Tunisia, what we saw in Egypt, Bahrain. What do governments need to do to ensure they're protecting their people and their countries?
The question of information and understanding what's happening is really becoming quite complicated. It's strange. I mean, we live in an era of information. We know so much. We have the internet, we have the Twitters, we have everything. And yet, we again and again are unable to predict real significant events. So that raises a lot of questions, and that's the biggest challenges that governments have. I think there are 2 reasons for that. What's unique about the beginning of the 21st century is that space and time have changed. Space because of globalization. We have less borders because of political arrangements. We have much more trade, services, $12 trillion moving between countries. but borders have been removed.
Looks like Martin's dream of a borderless society resting on the use of his technology to keep us safe is quickly dissipating. Now, emails released by WikiLeaks show the significance of the relationship between Edelman and Pkwy and the Clintons. In an email dated November 18, 2011, describing the various donors to the Clinton Foundation, there's a paragraph describing their relationships. Pkwy. Oh, Mati, not Martin. President Clinton recently turned down a 2-year, $8 million offer to become honorary chairman of Pkwy's new business venture. Mati is a former client of Teneo, who we were referred to through Marty Edelman. I went back to Mati and proposed a new structure without any business connectivity other than 4 speeches for $1 million and $250,000 to the foundation should President Clinton choose to accept it. That would also include any broadcasting of foundation events or anything President Clinton would like exposure for on his website. This offer will be presented to President Clinton in Walker speech invitations, which he can choose to decline or accept with no role or relationship with the company. Sounds like they were trying to keep that relationship as secret as possible. The email lists over $50 million in donations to the Clintons in return for personal work and lists $66 million more in expected future donations from various sources, including Edelman and Pkwy. In another email released by WikiLeaks, Edelman sent an email to Hillary Clinton and shared the message that a Middle East sheikh was coming to Washington, D.C. Sheikh Mohammed apparently coming first week in May. List of visits includes Secretary of State, Secretary of Treasury, just heard, Marty. The sheikh, who likely referred to by Edelman, is Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan from the Abu Dhabi royal family. It's suspected that the sheikh provided capital through the Mubadala investment company to Edelman and Pkwy to start up their AGT venture. Not surprisingly, the Clinton Foundation also received millions in donations from the related entities in the Middle East. Former U.S. President Bill Clinton has been paid $5.625 million since 2011 by Dubai's GEMS Education to lead the company's charity arm, according to tax returns released in the U.S. this month. Looks like that was in August 2015. Many Americans are aware of the stories of corruption surrounding the Clinton Foundation since the 2016 election. The foundation received millions in return for the sale of a significant portion of U.S. uranium to the Russians. Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton denied any wrongdoing during the 2016 debates and even spoke of the Clinton Foundation as a superb philanthropic venture. Future President Donald Trump disagreed with Hillary and stated that the foundation was a fraud. The people of Haiti, for example, whom the Clintons had helped, didn't want the Clintons back.
Well, everything I did as Secretary of State was in furtherance of our country's interests and our values. The State Department has said that. I think that's been proven. But I am happy. In fact, I'm thrilled to talk about the Clinton Foundation because it is a world-renowned charity. And I am so proud of the work that it does. You know, I could talk for the rest of the debate. I know I don't have the time to do that. But just briefly, the Clinton Foundation made it possible for 11 million people around the world with HIV/AIDS to afford treatment. And that's about half of all the people in the world who are getting treatment. In partnership with the American Health Association, we have made environments in schools healthier for kids, including healthier lunches.
Respectfully, this is an open discussion.
Well, it is an open discussion.
I understand, and the specific question went to page for play. Do you want to talk about that?
But there is no evidence. But there is a lot of evidence about the very good work
and it's a criminal enterprise.
Please let Mr. Trump speak.
It's a criminal enterprise. Saudi Arabia giving $25 million, Qatar, all of these countries. You talk about women and women's rights. So these are people that push gays off buildings. These are people that kill women and treat women horribly, and yet you take their money. So I'd like to ask you right now, why don't you give back the money that you've taken from certain countries that treat certain groups of people so horribly? Why don't you give back the money? I think it would be a great gesture, because she takes a tremendous amount of money, and you take a look at the people of Haiti. I was at a little Haiti the other day in Florida, and I want to tell you, they hate the Clintons, because what's happened in Haiti with the Clinton Foundation is a disgrace. And you know it, and they know it, and everybody knows
Secretary
it. Well,
Clinton.
very quickly, we at the Clinton Foundation spend 90% of all the money that
Hillary denied pay-to-play involving the Clinton Foundation, where the Clintons would demand donations to their foundation and in return promised to perform agreed-upon actions for these payments. Hillary was not honest. The Clintons took in millions from Edelman, Kovaci, and sheikhs in the Middle East. In return, the Clintons made promises and performed actions for a price. Unfortunately, the actions taken by the Clintons and the companies and individuals who donated to them were often illegal. In our next post, we'll discuss these actions that the family of companies known as AGT International took in order to build their business worldwide. In a third post, we'll discuss how the FBI and DOJ got involved, but then suppressed and eventually terminated their investigation shortly before the 2016 presidential election. I love it that even more information is coming out about how ruthlessly awful the Clinton Foundation and the Clintons are. They are willing to take money to do anything. These people have absolutely zero moral standing. They are essentially the worst of the worst. Now, speaking of Haiti, this is some information brought to you by Patriot News and my friend Matthew at Truth Not Fiction Matters. There is a crisis in Haiti right now. I don't think that there ever hasn't been a crisis in Haiti, but heavily armed U.S. citizens were among several foreigners recently arrested just a couple of days ago. 8 heavily armed men, including 5 Americans, were arrested Sunday in Haiti amid the 11 days of anti-government riots in the country. According to local media, the men were detained after several automatic weapons, communications equipment, and license plates were found in their vehicles. The National Police of Haiti found 6 machine guns, 7 pistols, drones, satellite phones, bulletproof vests, and other war equipment. They were taken to the police station in Port-au-Prince for questioning. 7 of the detained men were identified as Kent Leland Croker, Bajovic Danilo, Vlad Yanukovic, Burton Talon, Christopher Osman M., Daniel Dustin, and Estera Michael. The group of 8 men has 5 U.S. citizens, a Serb, and a Russian and a Haitian. The first charge against them is illegal possession of weapons, and the second is criminal conspiracy, police told local media Liberation.fr. During the arrest, the men were traveling in 2 unlicensed vehicles. Haiti's French-language daily Le Nouveliste reported citing police sources. The paper added that some individuals who refused to get off their vehicles claimed to have worked for the Haitian government. A Twitter account, Haiti Info Project, shared a video of the Americans detained at the local police station. Wow, they do not want you to see them. Let's go ahead and take a listen to that. Wow, these guys are some type of black ops team. Some kind of deep state coup d'etat force. Clowns. What do you want to say, guys? Clowns in America at work in Haiti. The account also posted details about one of the detainees, describing him as a U.S. Marine Corps officer, Kent Croker. Here we go. Kent is responsible for top-quality operational leadership for the corporation. Kent brings to Croker Partners a rich career in military business enterprise and crisis management operations. During the Iraq and Afghanistan conflicts as a United States Marine Corps officer, Kent served as a pilot and participated in ground operations in various capacities, including aircraft. Lots of good sleuthing from our followers. The central management of the judicial police will take charge of them to deepen the interrogations, the police said, without giving details about the motive of the group. According to another local media outlet, the detainees allegedly dressed in black military hoods, pretended to be Haiti cops. They stopped unarmed protesters demanding resignation of Haitian President Jovenel Moïse. However, this could not be confirmed. Haiti has seen more than a week of protests calling Moïse to step down after his administration was rocked by soaring inflation and accusations of corruption. Over the weekend, the United States issued a do-not-travel advisory to the island, and Canada made plans to evacuate more than 100 of its citizens from a resort in Haiti. In a press release issued Sunday afternoon, Jean-Michel Lépine, the Minister for Culture and Communication, outlined firm instructions to public and national security institutions to ease the return to normal life. Lépine said that schools, universities, business, and the civil service would be open for regular hours on Monday. God, what a horrible, horrible place to be right now. All right, so initially I thought that maybe they were there to overthrow the government, but maybe they were sent in by the United States or at the request of the Haitian government to quell this unrest, or perhaps, who knows? They could be literally there for any reason. But we do have a statement from the State Department. Now, if the State Department is making a statement, that kind of lends me to the credence that these people are some type of spook. Now, whether they are official or if they are extra governmental, maybe contracted by official elements of our government, so they have plausible deniability and they don't have this paper trail leading them directly back to a chain of command, that might be very possible. The State Department responded to reports that 5 Americans in Haiti were arrested and held on conspiracy charges after more than a week of anti-government protests. We understand that the Haitian National Police detained a group of individuals, including some U.S. citizens. When U.S. citizens are arrested overseas, we seek consular access as soon as possible and provide appropriate consular assistance as provided by the Vienna Convention and Consular Relations, a State Department spokesperson told Fox News. It did not comment further. Now, it goes on to say that last week, the State Department issued its highest possible travel advisory for Haiti, the Western Hemisphere's poorest nation. Do not travel to Haiti due to crime and civil unrest, the department advised Americans in its Level 4 warning. There are currently widespread, violent, and unpredictable demonstrations in Port-au-Prince and elsewhere in Haiti. Protests, tire burnings, and road blockages are frequent and unpredictable. Violent crime such as armed robbery is common. Local police may lack the resources to respond effectively to serious criminal incidents, and emergency response, including ambulance service, is limited or non-existent. Goods in Haiti have doubled in price in recent weeks. A sack of rice now costs $18 and a can of dry beans around $7. In addition, a gallon of cooking gas has gone up nearly $11 from $7. Inflation has been in the double digits since 2014, and the price hikes are angering many people in Haiti, where about 60% of its nearly 10.5 million people struggle to get by on about $2 a day. A recent report by the U.S. Agency for International Development said about half the country is malnourished. The U.S. government urged Moise's administration to implement economic reforms and redouble efforts to fight corruption and hold accountable those implicated in the scandal over the Venezuelan subsidized oil program known as Pkwy. Moise has refused to step down, though his Prime Minister, Jean-Henri Siant, said over the weekend that he has agreed to reduce certain government budgets by 30%, limit travel of government officials, and remove all non-essential privileges that enjoy, including phone cards. Siant also vowed to investigate alleged misspending tied to Pkwy and said that he has requested that a court audit all state-owned enterprises. He also said he would increase the minimum wage and lower the prices of basic goods, although he did not provide specifics. So what is going on in Haiti? What do you guys think? Do you think they are there to support the government, or do you think they are there to hasten the overthrow of the current government? Haiti has never had a good government. Anytime anybody gets in power in Haiti, it seems like they just immediately use it for their own benefit. So if anybody's ever been to Haiti, you've seen what's really going on there, I would love to hear about it. Now, next, in an article from The Hill that was posted on the board earlier today, the family secret Bruce Ohr told Rod Rosenstein about the Russia case. Who would have thought this deep into the Russia collusion probe, we'd be learning about yet another dossier connected to Hillary Clinton? And as it turns out, it was sort of a family secret. By his own account, senior Department of Justice official Bruce Ohr played an essential and unorthodox role, carrying politically tainted allegations of Donald Trump-Russia collusion to the FBI during the 2016 election. First, it was unverified intelligence, starting in July 2016 from Trump-hating former British spy Christopher Steele, the author of the infamous Russia dossier. Next, it was sketchy intelligence, starting in August 2016 from Fusion GPS founder Glenn Simpson, an opposition research contractor who hired Steele and was paid to help Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign develop political dirt on Trump. And now we learn from testimony that is still being kept secret from the public that Ohr admitted to Congress last year that he also took Russia information from his wife Nellie, assembled against Trump on a computer drive and delivered to the FBI in 2016, a revelation that has raised fresh concerns in Congress about a possible conflict of interest. Nellie Our worked for Fusion GPS and for a time worked on the same Clinton-financed Russian research project as Steele, according to the testimony. DOJ ethics rules forbid department officials from working in cases where a spouse has a financial interest, a prohibition that Bruce Ohr said he knew about when he forwarded his wife's evidence to the FBI. The way Ohr described it, his wife's research was like an additional dossier assembled from Fusion GPF's research to augment what Steele was separately providing to the FBI. She, Nellie Our, provided me with a memory stick that included research she had done for Fusion GPS on various Russian figures, Ohr told congressional investigators. And the reason she provided that information to me is, my understanding was, it related to the FBI's Russia investigation, and she gave me that stick to give to the FBI. Ohr's revelation about his wife adds yet another example of people connected to the Clinton machine flooding the FBI with anti-Trump Russia research during the 2016 election. Steele's dossier was the opening salvo, a document sent to the State Department by Clinton protégés Cody Shearer and Sidney Blumenthal was another. A thumb drive given by Clinton campaign lawyer Michael Sussman to FBI General Counsel James Baker was a third. Simpson's thumb drive given to Bruce Ohr was a fourth, and Nellie Ohr's thumb drive would be a fifth. At least three of those work products, those from Steele, Shearer, Blumenthal, and Nellie Our, resemble what many people might consider a dossier. How many more instances is it going to take for people to finally wake up and understand exactly how deep this witch hunt ran? The president never did anything wrong. The president was the victim of a malicious attack, an unfair, politically motivated attack, which began as opposition research and has still yet to end. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, we will finally witness the end of the Mueller investigation and the definitive answer of the Russia collusion story. All right, and the other day on the 17th, I didn't get a chance to cover this because there was just so many posts and so much information. But one of the most excellent examples of why we have issues with illegal immigration in certain areas was highlighted by our favorite Anon. So this is a map, or an original map, that shows DMVs that are giving illegal immigrants driver's licenses. And you can see right here, these are the states, the green, not offering the driver's licenses. The brown are the states offering the driver's licenses. Now, you can see this is a map of Republican and then Democratic states. And you can clearly see that the majority of the issues with the Democratic states is that they are the ones offering the driver's licenses. All right, now you have a couple of states that are Republican that are offering driver's licenses, but they seem to be spillover states from these other states. So perhaps they're feeling the pressure. Now here is a GIF that an Anon made, which shows them going back and forth, and it's just a great little representation. Now, in addition, on that same day, we had 3 POTUS and Anon 0 Delta posts. Okay, that means that POTUS and Q posted at the exact same time. All right, so the first one was at 13:28. Right here, we had the original post with the first map of the illegal driver's licenses, and then President Trump's tweet right here at 13:28. Then we had the second post at 13:29, 1 minute later. And 1 minute later, the president posts at the exact same time. Then lastly, at, I believe that's 6:44, we have 6:44:38 and 6:45:13. So within 1 minute, okay? Within 1 minute of each other. So this right here is just, again, excellent proof. What are the mathematical probabilities that this is going to happen, that the president and our favorite Anon are going to post at the exact same time, and 3 times in one day? Think about that. Now, Q had said, highlighting the fact that there was those 3 0 deltas, said, very well done, Patriot. Important to note, Q drops prior to POTUS. Something big is coming. And then follows that up with a supposed conversation between Barr, Mueller, and Rosenstein. So, to begin, Barr to Mueller, Bob, show me the evidence and reasoning for why this investigation was started and is still ongoing. Mueller to Barr. With regards to the president, we have found no links or ties to any foreign entity, etc. Barr to Mueller. The mandate was clear. Verify and investigate reports of possible foreign collusion between the president and Russia. What justification existed to effectively launch a massive domestic foreign surveillance campaign against the president and members of his transition or campaign team? Mueller to Barr. Steele dossier, along with media corroboration of those findings. Barr to Mueller. Was the Steele report a trusted and verified report per intel to continue, especially considering the funding party was the opposition party? Mueller to Barr. Those facts were never taken into consideration. FISA Intelligence Surveillance Court granted authorization to conduct based on conclusions presented. Barr replies, was the FISC made aware of all details surrounding the dossier? Mueller replies, no. We believe there was urgency placed on the authority given the gravity and timeline of events that those involved negated to populate fully. Barr to Mueller. Why were efforts made to continue investigating the president, interrupt his official capacity in governing, if the only doc presented was unsubstantiated and unverified? Why were questions and threat of subpoena communicated to the president if no factual foundation existed? All charges thus far are unrelated to the original mandate. Why are you still active and pursuing a crime if no verifiable evidence or evidence through discovery exists? Barr to Rod Rosenstein. What justification did you have to effectively expand the mandate, not report that expansion to Congress, in order to seek a crime outside of Russian collusion? What specific reasoning and or facts existed to justify the appointment of a special counsel to begin with per the law? Why did you recommend to Sessions that he should recuse? Why wasn't the mandate and budget and regular updates provided to Congress upon request? Why is everything kept confidential and under inappropriate classification? Was the purpose of investigating to find a crime versus investigate evidence of a crime? Class 1 through 99. Classified 1 through 99. All classified. If this represents a real conversation between Barr, Rosenstein, and Mueller, and I have no reason to believe that it does not, given the history of our favorite Anon here, then we know that we can trust Barr. We know that he is interested in upholding the law. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat. Bill Barr wants to see justice completely done under the rule of law here in the United States. We are truly in the end game here, you guys. Something big is about to drop, and once it does, the people of this nation will know the true nature of this investigation. This was not about finding evidence of a crime. This was investigating to determine what crimes existed, even though they knew that there were no crimes. They needed a crime to exist so that they could unseat our president and they could put in whoever they wanted, which most likely would have been Hillary Clinton. Just in, surveillance video shows the brothers linked to the Jussie Smollett attack buying red hats, ski masks for the fake MAGA attack. CBS obtained surveillance video of the Osundario brothers buying supplies from a store before the fake MAGA assault on Jussie Smollett. Sources said CBS that Jussie Smollett told the brothers what to buy and made countless phone calls between them just for this purpose. Red hats and ski masks were among the items purchased by the brothers. The video shows the brothers placing various items on the counter as the cashier rings up their order. Let's take a look. No sound. But yep, there they are, the two Nigerian brothers, buying everything they need to put on a fake MAGA attack. He's like, buy a ski cap. White people wear ski caps. Uh-oh, better put my hood up. Don't want anyone to recognize me. ABC 7 Chicago obtained footage of the Osundairo brothers leaving a Chicago store after buying supplies for the fake MAGA assault. Let's watch this one. They have everything. Jussie Smollett is never going to work again. On January 29th, Empire actor Jussie Smollett told Chicago police that two white Trump supporters ambushed him on the streets of Chicago at 2 a.m. while he was walking back to his apartment following a midnight run to Subway to grab a sandwich. Oh, Smollett alleged the two white males recognized him as the actor from Empire, hurled racist and homophobic slurs at him, and poured bleach on him and put a noose around his neck. The hate hoax began to unravel after it was revealed two Nigerian brothers who were also extras on Empire were paid $4,000 to stage the attack. The FBI and U.S. Postal Service are investigating whether Jussie Smollett played a role in sending a threatening and racist letter crafted from magazine clippings to the Empire studio in Chicago prior to the fake MAGA attack. CBS reported Tuesday night that the brothers are involved in the Jussie Smollett hate hoax were expected to testify before a grand jury. And today they were spotted entering a grand jury room. They testified, and guess what? Jussie Smollett has been charged with felony disorderly conduct and filing a false police report. A bond hearing is set for tomorrow. Cook County State's Attorney's Office approved charges against Empire actor Jussie Smollett Wednesday evening after the brothers testified to a grand jury for 2.5 hours. Jussie Smollett has been charged with felony disorderly conduct and filing a false police report. Bond court hearing is set for Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Chicago police spokesman confirmed Jussie Smollett was charged for disorderly conduct and filing a false police report. Detectives will make contact with his legal team to negotiate a reasonable surrender for his arrest, Anthony Guglielmi said. Yes. Jussie Smollett is now officially classified as a suspect. Now, charges have been approved against Jussie Smollett. Chicago's Fox 32 had the scoop earlier Wednesday and reported that his sources in the Chicago Police Department said that Jussie Smollett will be indicted for filing a false police report in hours, not days. Additionally, Smollett has added lawyer Mark Garagos to his legal team. Garagos is infamous for representing Michael Jackson and murderer Scott Peterson. On Wednesday afternoon, Smollett officially became a suspect in the investigation for filing a false police report. Yep, and we know this story. We know it well now. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, like a trip to jail. I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. As always, I am Red Pill 78, the corruption detector, and this was your Red Pill News. Good luck, everyone, and God bless.